light 'em up in the ring. Light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring. Light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up, go dumb, go stupid. Yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Let's face it, you about to get a beat down. Less talking, let's take it to the streets now. Ain't gonna be no rematch, why you wanna fight? Touchdown on sight, yeah. Turn off the light, oh, turn off the light, let's get it poppin'. Go dumb. When you see me moving, bodies dropping. Move some. I'm about to go sick, call Earl. I'm turning up like E40, not your average girl. I'm turning up. We can rock like Rocky, make you tap it. Ghost ride the whip, look at my drip. This ain't a copy. We got a night if you wanna throw hands. When they see me fight, they wanna throw bands. Go dumb, go stupid. Yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Light 'em up in. Light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring. Light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up.
It's time for the main event. It's the Shoe Shine.
¿Qué onda, vatos locos? Damas y caballeros, it's your boy Dave in the 702 coming back at you for Thursday Night Football. Special Shoe Shine edition. Joining me all the way from the city of brotherly love, Philly Irish, Drew Evil. ¿Qué pasa, homie?
Shit the fuck out, man.
Hey, where's the Blue Jays hat, man? I gotta see that Blue Jays hat again. Bold prediction by Drew Evo. He said the Blue Jays in 6. He said that the Dodgers would not win another game. What is going to happen tomorrow? Saludos a Big Spooky in the chat. Chicano Prophet was good, homies. SoCal Darius, appreciate you guys. Drew, I had to make a big choice. I was stumbled. Okay, first and foremost, shout out to everybody that's going to watch the Mikeala Mayer event starting any minute now. All right. I could not find it on Tubi. I could not find it on my Roku, Drew. Are you watching it?
No, I'm not even attempting to watch it. For some reason.
Man. I was talking with Vince, Man Cave 702. Salute to him. He said that it was all right. He said it was a painstaking experience trying to pull it up, but he got the fight. And so I gave up, and I was thinking I could wheel in the TV that has the Roku into my podcast studio, but it wasn't coming up. And so I do have the fight on the main TV on one of those devices. And the fight is playing on the device with no issue, but it's not playing on my Roku or Tubi like Top Rank promised. So how are you guys watching the fight? Are you? And I put it, I wanted to watch along with you guys. So I am going to keep tabs on the fight via Twitter. And a lot of people seem to be upset right now from what I'm reading on Twitter. It's sad that Top Rank has succumbed to being on Tubi, but the fight looks good. It looks like any on my other device. It looks good. So let me know if you guys are watching along. Thursday Night Football, obviously. That game is a joke.
Oh, yeah, it's a fucking big joke.
Thanks a lot. Darius says he's watching it, and I'm curious how you're watching it, but you don't have to put it in there. Let me make sure I got all my tabs open. Shout out to everybody for NFL Week 9 last week. Last week was good, Drew. Shout out to Ryan. Hippie Crypto Fit, I believe, is his handle here on YouTube. He tied with you. So if you guys want to play along when we do our predictions for NFL Week 9, please feel free. You guys can pull up your DraftKings and hit NFL DraftKings and follow along and let us know who you think is going to win. We are now officially halfway through the season. Damn, how time flies. It's Halloween Eve. I know people are going to go crazy in Las Vegas as they always do, Drew. Any special plans?
Nope.
No special plans, man. Man. Yeah, I just hope that my house doesn't get toilet paper tomorrow. A lot of people coming to town, so if you're coming to town, feel free to hit me up at shoeshine_boxing. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. It is Vegas. Everybody comes to us for the most part. A lot of people come to Vegas on Halloween because it gets crazy. It gets cracking here, Drew. I saw something today that made me crack up. Drew, check this one out here. Toronto Blue Jays fans, Dodgers fans, and then you got the San Francisco Giants fans quietly watching and paying attention closely from afar. The San Francisco Giants fans But I got to ask you this story about Yes Savage, man. 22 years old. Just unbelievable to think that this kid was pitching a single A baseball at the beginning of this year. And to do what he's done at this level in the same calendar year, in the World Series, 12 strikeouts the other day. Do you remember any pitcher doing something like this? Coming from obscurity, coming from single A ball to pitching in the World Series and dominating. Dominating. I mean, Ohtani's the big star in baseball, but he hasn't particularly had the World Series game in comparison. He did have 2 home runs the other day, and I'm feeling like he's due for another one of those explosive, dominant games. But his pitching performance, I don't know. Was it the 18-inning game? He didn't do so well. He walked away with the loss on that one. Was it the 18-inning doubleheader game?
I think so, but I think overall in this playoffs, I think he hasn't had a good playoff run. Ohtani.
What about the 3 home runs? And then 2 the other days?
Like, are
you saying pitching?
He hasn't been on base much.
Except with the exception of those home runs?
Yeah, except for those home runs, he hasn't really been on base much.
Well,
like, if you look at it, he was 1 of 13 at one point in the playoffs. And then I don't know. Like, I just don't I understand they paid him all this money and everything, but if the Dodgers do lose this series, that's one thing they're gonna look at. Ohtani didn't really have the best postseason. Like, he showed up for probably 1 or 2 games, and that was it. So that's a thing that have to be looked at. Is a thing what else they need for the offseason. Dodgers need pitching in the offseason. They need to go out for bullpen help the offseason.
Hey, I'm worried only about my team, Drew. And it all remains to be seen. We're rolling into Game 6 on Halloween. Today's Halloween Eve. And I got to wonder, I'm betting a lot of people that are coming to Vegas, their mood is going to be dependent on whether they're Dodgers fans, because I'm sure a lot of the Southern California people that are rolling into Vegas are going to be, glued to the televisions at the casinos to see, how this game plays out. We could have a Canadian team winning the entire thing tomorrow night, or we could roll into Saturday night with a thrilling game 7. Game 7, man. I'm excited about it. You still predict Game 6 for the Blue Jays?
Yep.
All right. Well, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's get this chat popping, guys. Don't be shy. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Let us know how we're doing. We're talking baseball. We're talking football, NFL Week 9. This game is coming to a wraps or just wrapped up for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is back. What'd you think of his performance, Drew? He was out for a minute.
It was all right. But I found the game boring as shit.
Yeah.
But let's look at it like this. The game just wrapped up as of Mike McDaniel's career as a head coach in Miami.
Ooh, you think they're going to cut him, huh?
I think he gets fired after this week. Come on. This is one of the league's worst defenses, and you managed to only score 6 points, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I don't understand that you only managed to score 6 points on a team that gives up 30 a game, at home.
Yep.
If you look at it, if you're on the hot seat, one of the first things they look at, did the coach lose the locker room? Is there any evidence that he's losing the locker room? And there's plenty of evidence there that he's lost this locker room and everything. Your own star quarterback questioned the culture and letting guys come in late. So I think if they want to, it's the trade deadline. You have to realize, hey, let's blow this shit up. Let's fire him now. let's see what we can get for our assets and everything, and let's start over. They already plan on releasing Tyreek Hill after the year, and they've been getting calls for Jalen Waddle. They've been getting calls for Bradley Chubb and Phillips, the edge rushers. They also been getting. I got a couple calls from Michael Fitzpatrick, no safety. So maybe it's time to just let's get this dude out now. Let's figure out what we can get for our guys, and then just see where we're at on the. Let's see how many games we win and what our draft position is, and just get going.
Top Rank Boxing just announced on Twitter, due to technical issues, Spencer Mayer is not on Pluto TV. It wasn't working for me on Tubi or Roku, but they say it is. So I'm not too sure. The fight's about to start. I'm not too sure how many people are even watching it, but I appreciate everybody in here. We're going to do some quick boxing news. Lil Roach says, "Go Packers, go!" I believe. We're going to do some quick boxing news, and then we're going to get to our picks and some NFL news as well. Drew, big news that broke today, Drew. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but we have a Netflix special. It is an exhibition. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Davis decided to go a different direction in professional boxing. He did not give Lamont Roach his due. I think he was deserving of that rematch. I think Lamont Roach won that fight. And instead of rematching, he decided to go in the direction of fighting Jake Paul for the money, of course. And from all sources on the internet, Drew, they say the fight is not selling. The other story that's been circulating on boxing Twitter is the fact that they're saying this fight might be postponed over ticket sales. Nonetheless, today it comes out this was going to be a criminal matter, and now it's just strictly a civil matter. Gervonta Davis faces new civil suit over domestic violence allegations. Davis is accused by his ex-girlfriend, Courtney Rozelle, of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional duress. The lawsuit comes 2 months after Davis's previous domestic violence case was dropped by a different ex-girlfriend and the mother of two of the boxer's 3 children. Drew, apparently he was dating a girl that works at the strip club in Miami as a cocktail waitress, and he went up in there and beat the hell out of her in the parking lot. So, from what I understand, the criminal charges were dropped, and now this ex-girlfriend is pursuing civil litigation. Man, she gonna get a bag. She is gonna get a bag. So people were wondering, do you call the fight off? It is a civil matter. They didn't go, it didn't meet or merit, or the what do you call it? The district attorney in Miami didn't pursue charges. So,
well, here's the thing: the fight's not selling, Dave. Of course, this fight's not selling. Look at them. And another thing, it's a disgrace to the fucking sport of boxing that these two even fucking do this shit.
Well, it could backfire. Netflix saw tremendous numbers with the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. That was unbelievable. Shattered domestic records. And then you had a great fight that did pretty damn well. Real boxing. We had the Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford. It didn't nearly do as well. It didn't, that's going to attract the attention of hardcore boxing fans, casual boxing fans. But the Mike Tyson fight just attracted everybody. And I feel like Jake Paul thought he could bank on that success. Hey, I'm going to fight Tank Davis. But it looks so ridiculous, bro. It's a circus fight. It's not selling well. It's right around the corner. And now you have a civil lawsuit alleging that he's, not the first time, bro. We saw Tank Davis choke a baby mama in Florida, I believe in Miami. He was caught on camera. He was caught on camera.
In a basketball game.
It is what it is. These aren't allegations per se. We've seen him do it.
Let's look at it like this, man. I even hope more Tank Davis gets his ass kicked by somebody. Like, I don't think this fight should happen now. I think Netflix should tell Jake Paul, Jake, we're pulling the plug on this. We're not putting this fight on. and everything. If you want to have a fight with us, man, you're gonna have to fucking fight. You're gonna have to fight somebody seriously.
Yeah,
Serious,
Netflix is such a powerful company, especially stocks. That I feel like I will not be surprised if they do call this fight off because they don't want the negative attention that that comes with somebody who's involved in domestic violence like that. I won't be surprised, but again, also won't be surprised if they go ahead with this circus fight and it doesn't do as well as the prior two, man. If you guys are just new to the channel, the Shoe Shine live streams Mondays and Thursday nights. We're also thinking of adding a second show. Consider subscribing, guys. We do sports talk. Boxing isn't a bad place, so we're doing a lot of other sports, man. Consider subscribing. Let me know if you guys are watching this Mikeala Mayer fight. Drew, other football news, boxing news. Hold up. Boxing Las Vegas news. I talked about this last week. It is now reported that next year, for 2026, negotiations are ongoing for a actual fight between Mayweather and Pacquiao. This is number 2. Little Penny in the comment section cracked me up. He said they made us wait 10 years, another 5 years for this rematch. And I told him, well, maybe we'll see the trilogy in a nursing home. But Mayweather versus Pacquiao at the Vegas Sphere. Have you seen that venue? They've only done one show for combat sports. It's the UFC. It was successful, very expensive, not the best place to actually watch a fight, Drew, because of the viewing angles, in my opinion. But they're talking about doing it at the Sphere, man. We could be seeing tickets, $3,000, $5,000 tickets. We could see some ridiculous shit. And to be honest, come on, man. These guys are well past their prime. Are you going to pay that big money? Everybody's complaining on social media that Vegas is dead. Shout out to Paul. We're going to get started on our football picks. Glad to see Paul. It's a little slow in here. It is Halloween Eve. But listen, I, for one, wouldn't mind seeing Rolly Romero versus Pacquiao. I don't think when these two get together that the first one didn't produce any electricity. And you're just making it more expensive for fight fans. Period. So I'm not too excited about that one. Your thoughts on Drew, on Pacquiao fighting him next year?
And there was a Tank Davis. Yo, just shut up and be a fan, yo. Shut up and be a fan, yo.
Hey, you guys played the Giants. You had the rematch. An impressive victory, Drew. I got to be honest, man. A lot of things are coming out about Scatabo that have surprised me. And I mentioned that I thought he'd make a great addition to the 49ers. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing this. The 49ers, Kyle Shanahan says that the 49ers considered drafting Cam Scatabo and that they loved him during the process. Well, it's too late for all that. He had a horrific injury, Drew, and this shit just cracked me up. I can't believe I've seen the crazy shit people can do with AI. Check this out right here, Drew. They say Scatabo's coming to play the 49ers this weekend. And he's going to do it right here. Let's roll that tape back. This shit is hilarious. There he is right there, guys. In a wheelchair. He's going to play the 49ers in a wheelchair. But all jokes aside, bro, the 49ers got their hands full playing on that turf. So many injuries to the 49ers team, the most injured team in the NFL. We're now 5-3. We went from being number 2 seed, top of the NFC West, to number 3, the number 3 spot in the NFC West. I'm not happy about that. We don't know if Brock Purdy is going to play yet. Mac Jones has been great, Drew, but he's really beat up, and he really's got a bad knee himself, which means we would have a third stringer potentially in this game this Sunday. I won't be surprised if we see that third stringer, but that field is really, really bad. There is something going around the internet, Drew, and I wanted your thoughts on this. I talked to you about it briefly, but there is a conspiracy theory going back around the NFL, and I used to live Santa Clara. I've lived in Santa Clara. I lived in Sunnyvale, California. I lived minutes from this. In fact, I used to work at a facility right next to this, the field, for years, bro. I mean, I know this like the back of my hand right here, but their practice facility is right next to a PG&E substation. All right. And anybody that's into paranormal stuff, it is Halloween. This could be the jinx, guys. They practice full time next to a Pacific gas and electrical substation. And so the conspiracy, Drew, is that the injuries are happening because of high EMF, electromagnetic field. I actually knew somebody that, got a brain tumor that lives right next to something like this, Drew. I personally believe that shit is dangerous as hell. I wouldn't want to live next to power lines like that, let alone practice next to an entire substation. Is it possible that kind of stuff would make injuries? I mean, I don't know about physical orthopedic injuries, but I don't think it's healthy either, man. Let me know what you guys think. Paul says, go Toronto. Is there anybody here that thinks that electromagnetic fields could be the reason why the 49ers... I know some of y'all going to say they just suck, period, but what do you think, Drew?
I don't really follow many conspiracy theories.
Well, now they say that, that kind of stuff is a conduit for paranormal stuff. You know what I'm saying? But also people, there's going to be scientists out there that think that could produce, cancer and stuff like that. So I personally would never want to live. I'm glad my new neighborhood, Drew, they got power lines underneath the streets, which is wild to me because I'm so used to living in California where you got power poles everywhere and whatnot. But I'm happy where I'm at right now. I ain't got none of that to deal with. But anyways, let's get on to our picks because I really don't have much more on the boxing tip. There is a fight, guys. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are watching it in the chat. Mayer versus Spencer for some titles at 154 pounds. Let me know if you're watching it. Let's get on to our picks for the week, Drew. Let's do it. You guys can follow along at DraftKings. I see Paul in the chat. You may be the only one participating tonight. It's kind of slow. Where's even 702 Man Cave? He did send me his picks via text.
Well, here's the rumor going on now. The Eagles have approached the Cleveland Browns about Myles Garrett.
Ooh.
All-pro defensive pass rusher.
Can we get him? Come on. Cut us some slack. I like him.
No, so the rumor asking price was 3 first-round picks.
Wow.
I think if the Eagles get it done, they're going to get it done. But it's not going to be 3 first-round picks. They're going to give up future first-round picks. I think they're going to wind up giving maybe a first and 2 seconds up. Eagles will be unstoppable.
Well, guys, we're halfway through the season, so the trade deadline is approaching, and the 49ers are desperately looking for a pass rusher. They did add somebody this week, but I even forgot his name already. They got a pass rusher. They just need bodies because at this point they're well beyond second and approaching third string in practice squad after losing our top guys like Bosa and Fred Warner. All right, Sunday, Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are at the top of a lot of people's power rankings. In fact, ESPN has the Detroit Lions at number 2. Clearly, the favorite is the Detroit Lions, negative 500 favorite on the money line. Drew, Minnesota Vikings, a plus 380 underdog. The Vikings did not look good at all last week. Who you got in this one?
I got the Lions in a blowout.
That's going to be 2 for the Lions. Paul, let us know in the chat. Let me know who you're picking. I got my producer writing down people's picks in the chat. Go ahead, Drew.
I think this could be a blowout. I think, I think that J.J. McCarthy comes back, but I think their offensive line isn't good at all. Their offensive line is going to get that kid killed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's the first game, 10 a.m. There's quite a bit of 10 a.m. games. Let's go with the LA Chargers versus the Titans. Chargers a pretty big favorite, negative 520. Tennessee Titans a plus 390 underdog. I don't see any way that the Chargers lose to the Titans, but then again, anything could happen. I'm going with the Chargers.
The Chargers are a little iffy, man. I'm going to take the Chargers, but they have been, I don't know, teams that they should have beaten, they got their ass kicked by them, like the Giants.
Let's see how did they do last week. The Chargers have dropped a couple games lately. Paul's got the Titans on this one.
Chargers blew out the Vikings 38-7-10.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I don't see them winning this one. On we go to 10 a.m. Another game. Indianapolis Colts. Wow. A very good team against Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers dropped the ball literally, man. They disappointed me. Aaron Rodgers, against his old team, the Packers, Drew. I don't know. The Pittsburgh Steelers don't look as good as I thought they were. And obviously the Colts are going to be favorite, but not by that much. This game's a negative 166 favor for the Colts. Can they upset the number one power ranking team, Indianapolis Colts? Let me just double check. Colts are ranked number 1, 7 wins, 1 loss. Only team with just 1 loss. No way. No way.
Steelers need fucking safeties. That's the one thing. Their safeties are horrible, man. Like, if you don't get a pass rush with the Steelers on defense, you're going to get beat most of the time up top. I'm picking the Steelers to win. I don't think they lose 2 straight home games.
Damn. So you don't think Colts run will go to 8-1, huh? You think they could pull off the upset? All right. Hey,
Nah. Like,
Paul,
Colts
you got them?
The verdict's still out on the Colts.
So I'm putting down Paul with the upset too with the Steelers, man. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate that. He says that Mayer's looking good in round 1. So, and I believe they're fighting 2-minute rounds for this championship fight that's going on right now. Top ranked fight featuring Mikeala Mayer. On we go to Atlanta Falcons versus the New England Patriots. New England Patriots, very impressive season for me. We just played the Falcons. They're favorites by negative 258, a plus 210 underdog for the Falcons. But could anything happen? What do you think about this one?
Remember when I said before the season started that I said the Patriots were going to win 10 games?
Yeah.
At least they were going to win at least 10 games. It looks like I'm like this so far about them. I said they were going to be a playoff team. And I was right, and I'm right about it. I think these guys might win the AFC East.
Yeah, 6-2 New England Patriots.
Yeah, they might win 12 or 13 games. I'm going with the Patriots. I think the Patriots still got that good defense. Drake Mayer's is proven to be an NFL quarterback. I just think that New England's is gonna win this game, and it might be by double digits.
Double digits. Okay, the spread is only not too bad. 5.5 points. The spread. New England's they got to cover 5.5 points. That's an easy one, but you think it might even be a blowout. All right. Well, I got Paul down too for the Atlanta Falcons. And I appreciate that, Darius. Keep letting us know what's going on in the Mikeala Mayer fight. On we go to the Packers versus the Panthers. Last week we had Ryan, who's not here, say don't sleep on the Packers. But are they really as good as they are ranked by ESPN's Power Rankings, Drew? Look at this, man. They got the Eagles at number 3. I think you guys are better than the Lions, personally. But Packers are number 7 on the power rankings. You really think they're that good? With the addition of Micah Parsons?
No, you won against them. You can win against them. You're beating them. I think you can win against the Packers defense. You can beat them easily. But I think they beat Carolina.
Man. Where's 702 Man Cave? You guys gave away Micah Parsons for how many first round draft picks? 2, it says?
Yo, this dude, they only gave him up for 1 first round pick and Derek Clark. Guys didn't get shit for him.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody who comes in here. You guys, this is a football channel, football sports channel. We do boxing too. If you're into that, no, I don't have any tips on quitting smoking and vaping.
I got a tip. Stop fucking doing it.
Well, appreciate you guys being in here. Consider subscribing. All right, we move on to the Carolina Panthers versus the Packers. We just announced that game. Huge, biggest upset of the week would be the Panthers against the Green Bay Packers, Drew. They are plus 675 underdogs. And if you want to bet the money line on the Packers, you have to put $1,000 and $1,050 to win $100 for a straight up money line bet. I'm going with the Packers nonetheless. Drew, you got any chance of the Panthers upsetting the Packers?
Oh, no.
All right. And Paul's got the Panthers. Paul is consistent in his upset picks, and it's going to pay off. It paid off one week. That moves us on. I'm curious now who is the upset because, damn, the 49ers are favored to beat the Giants, but I was watching a lot of sports shows the past 2 days, Drew, and a lot of the pundits, professionals, do not have them beating the Giants. The Giants were able to beat your team. They don't have they don't got Scatterbo. They don't got Scatterbo.
I'm picking the Giants to win this game. I don't. Here's the thing: you don't got no type of pass rush. Jackson Dart's gonna burn you.
Boy, he could run, man. That's the thing, Drew. I'm not gonna bet against my team, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. Jackson Dart is extremely mobile, and the fact that we don't have any pass rush, we just got some guy who's, I would say, he's mediocre. They just drafted, I'm sorry, they didn't draft him, but they just got him on a trade this week. It's not the type of guy that's going to keep Jackson Dart at bay. Then you don't have Scatterbo, but then you also got to take into consideration the Niners are banged up. And with that turf where the Giants play, I won't be surprised if Mac Jones gets hurt, if something happens to his knee. If he's the one who's going to get to play this Sunday, Mac Jones could end up hurt. We could even have an injury for Christian McCaffrey. God willing, no. But anybody on that Niners team could get banged up and injured on that field. And this is why I don't think they will play Brock Purdy at all, even though Brock Purdy is questionable as of now. I think they bring out a hobbled Mac Jones. And you're going to see that youth from the Giants, man. If it wasn't my team, I'd be betting the Giants on this one right now. The Niners are in a bad spot, quickly falling to number 3. But I'm going to go down and put myself down here for the San Francisco Niners, as well as Paul's got the Niners. And they are not the underdog. That's a trip. That is a trip. I think they should be the underdog. All right, Denver Broncos versus Texans. Speaking of young quarterbacks, I've been very impressed by Bo Nix now in his, second year. A very strong, capable team. They're the underdogs against the Texans. The Texans just embarrassed the San Francisco 49ers. They finally got some confidence. They got started quickly and moved the ball. But how are they the underdog? Come on, man. Bo Nix's Broncos, who's putting up points the way they've been putting up points in the past 2 games. They are tripping hard here.
Now, if any game that you will want to bet the under one, it'll probably be this game.
Are you doing that?
These are two of the best defenses, scoring defenses in the league. The over is 39.5.
I see that right there. Yeah.
I would bet that I would bet the under on that. But if I'm picking a win, I'm picking the Broncos to win.
All right. Or you like that under bet too, under 39.5 points.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very good game. And that game is also at 10 a.m. I'll be going back and forth watching these games. Also at 10 a.m., Chicago Bears versus the Bengals, Drew. This one's odds are pretty close. Bears are favored by a negative 148, plus 124 underdogs for the Bengals. I still like the Bears, man. I like the Bears in this one, to be honest. Giving it some thought.
I'm going with the Bengals.
All right, on this one we're split.
I just don't trust Caleb Williams.
Fair enough. Moving on to the Los Angeles Rams. They had a bye week, as did Seahawks. So they're going to be fresh. And the Saints really are just falling apart as a team, man. This one's going to be very easy. This is a massive, massive favorite. The LA Rams are favored by a negative 1,100. Wonder what the Dodgers are favored for Game 6. Plus 700 underdog for the Saints. It would be a monumental upset. To be honest, I need this upset, man. I need them. I need them to lose.
And you're not going to get your wish. So
you don't think so? So I'm going to put you down here. Drew for the Rams.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, even the Niners beat the Saints, and they were already kind of hobbled up. Does Paul have the Saints? Let me know, Paul. Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, man, versus the LV Raiders. And I wonder, where's this game? Is it here in Vegas this Sunday? Or in Florida? Does anybody know? Nonetheless, man, Jaguars beat the 49ers this year. A very solid team. A negative 155 favorite. A plus 130 underdog for the LV Raiders. I think they could get a lot of points on the LV Raiders. What about you, Drew? The over is 44.5 points. Under is 44.5. Under.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with the Raiders.
Really?
I just don't think Jacksonville's defense isn't good. I think Jacksonville is an up and down team.
Yeah, they had a pretty high moment beating the 49ers, but now they're at 4-3.
Yeah, I just don't see it for some reason. Like, they're a team that, they should beat them, and they're the team that let you down. I'm going with the Raiders. Fuck this. Not a game I would touch on a parlay.
And Paul got the Raiders too. I'm going to pick the Jaguars. Hey, we're almost done here on a very short episode on Thursday night. Let me just quickly check Twitter and see how this how people got the fight going. What round are we in? So Spencer's 40 years old. She's 40 years old. There's a lot of women who can fight very well up until their 40s, including Christine in the ring with Christine's fighter who won her first title at 40 years old. I'm talking about Slim Goody. Mayer's up 4-0 on most people's cards. She's sweeping this fight. All rounds going to Mikeala Mayer. Only 6 rounds left. So I think she's going to walk away the new 154-pound champion. Yeah, everybody's got her up. All right, that brings us to, we got 2 more games, Drew. Something we didn't do the week before is do our Thursday pick. So for next Thursday, we might as well throw that in there because we don't do our show until after the Thursday night game ends. Spencer is gassed. McCare is winning this, says SoCal Darius. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that update, man. Monday night. Oh, no, we got another Sunday night game, Drew. My bad. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. We ain't even at the 5 o'clock game yet. I'm getting ahead of myself here. This is a great game at 1:25 p.m. Another game I got to watch here and there. Negative 130 favorite for the Chiefs against the Bills. They're, rivals. What's your feelings on this, man? Kansas City Chiefs have kind of like come back.
I'm taking the Bills on this. I'm taking the Bills at home. I really am. This is a game, if you're going to touch, this is a game that you're going to want to have on your parlay. I'll tell you, there are some games this week that you don't want to have on a parlay that you'd rather not touch. Jacksonville and Oakland, in Las Vegas. But this is a game that I would touch. I will pick the Bills to win this. I'll take the money line. I'll take the plus whatever the fuck it is. And leave it like that. I don't like.
Bills are the underdog, plus 110. We got 3 people on the underdog. All right, that sounds good to me. Paul says no to the Swifties as always. Yeah, no to the Swifties, man. And you bring up a great point. They're playing on the Bills' home turf, man. Yeah, I want to see Patrick lose, man. He's getting kind of full of himself all over again. Seahawks versus Commanders, Drew. One of these teams, LA Rams or Seahawks, they both could win their games. I think they're both favored to win. That would put them in a tie in first place.
Another thing I said before the season started, that the Commanders were going to take a step back. They're the second oldest team in the league. And injuries were going to play a big part of this season. And what has happened, Dave? Injuries have taken a big part of this season, and they are 3-5. I got them going 3-6.
Shoo. I only got to ask. Well, I'm putting you down for the Seahawks, both the Rams and it all depends on how many points they score. Who's going to end up being first place in the NFC West? It'll be interesting to see because I got Seahawks winning this weekend, and I also got the Rams winning this weekend. The toss-up is going to be the Niners, if they can win or fall even further back in the pack. Paul, Paul's got the upset. He's got the Commanders. And that brings us to Monday Night Football. And then I am going to throw in Thursday Night Football just for fun. But I'll announce on Monday night, I'll announce who won this first round. Monday Night Football, Arizona Cardinals versus the Cowboys. Well, I know what 702 Man Cave will be watching. Cowboys versus the Cardinals. This is a very competitive game. Now, I'm feeling this game. Cowboys are favored to beat the Bird Gang. Bird Gang is a plus 124. I'm picking the Cowboys. I'm picking Dax, man. I think he can get past the Cardinals at this point. The Cardinals started off pretty good, and they're falling apart at this point in the season. Cowboys have shown a lot of hope here and there, but they are a 50-50 team. What do you think, Drew?
I got the Cowboys in this, I think, but I have this game could potentially be a shootout because Dallas's defense is fucking horrible.
Oof. I know I heard you say that plenty of times. It is a pretty close contested game, plus 124 for the Bird Gang. I'm going with the Cowboys. You got the Cowboys as well?
Yep, horrible.
And Paul has got the Cardinals on the upset.
Defense is horrible.
Man, the Raiders got a short week. They got a short week. Las Vegas Raiders are going to play next Thursday, November the 6th. How quickly, man, the year's coming to an end. We got Thanksgiving on the precipice here, and then we got Christmas, man. The Raiders got a short week. Broncos are going to run right all over them, in my opinion. Raiders are going to be a plus 425 underdog next Thursday night, a week from today. They're going to be tired. They could get battered. Who knows? I'm going Broncos on Thursday night.
And who's Broncos playing Thursday night again?
Who are the Broncos playing this week?
No, next week.
Oh, the Raiders.
It's Broncos. I picked them on Thursday night. I'll take the Broncos on Thursday night.
Yeah, that's 14 games right there, guys. Paul, who do you got next Thursday if you're still here? If not, I'll just wrap you up there with the Cardinals on Monday night. That's all the games this week, man. Let me just quickly see. Do you have Darius? If you're still up in this chat, man, what is the update on Spencer versus Mayer? Let's see. Any updates here? Checking Twitter. Paul's got the Broncos next week. Mayer round 6. Wow. I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'm going to call it a night. I was going to have some tequila here because it's Halloween Eve, but look, I guess everybody's more interested in something else that's going on or is slow tonight. But I appreciate everybody that was here and is going to catch this on the replay. Dave in the 702, Philly Irish, Drew Evo. We'll hope to see you next week, Christian. We're here Mondays and Thursday nights. Drew, I was going to do another show with, Vince, 702 Man Cave, but so much bullshit has been, I got all this stuff happening, but I'm trying to get a second podcast studio, and I wanted to know what you guys think. Should I look for these microphones and what I'm using so it sounds like the same show, Drew? Like, I'm trying to do this on a budget, man. I'm trying to be on a budget. What do you think?
He's going to ballingonabudget.com. That the site that I create, sites that I created, by the way. I trademark ballingonabudget.com, so that means you take it, you got to give me royalties for it. I never went to a studio shit. So,
well, I got you sounding pretty good. We got you sounding pretty good. You got a nice mic now. Everybody can hear Drew loud and clear. But I want good quality for that. So if you guys are interested in that, it looks like we might do that show next Tuesday at the Man Cave Studios. So please stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't. Any final words, Drew?
What can I say?
Well,
We got.
whoa, my bad. My TV just went up. Hold on.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the final words right there from Paul. Go Toronto.
You know what, man? I'm gonna look at it like this. The Flyers are 6-3-1 now. They won again tonight. They beat the night before they beat the second best team in the Eastern Conference. So the Flyers are back on the rise, Sixers are 4-0.
It's hockey and basketball season.
They're not fully healthy either, those Sixers. The Sixers are not fully healthy and they're 4-0.
Pretty impressive. Shout out to all my Dub Nation fans out there. We'll be back on Monday night. Until then, peace out, everybody.